to some little motivational content. This video is called Living Your Dream is Easier Than You Think by Tim Rooney. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, get your snack, get ready to enjoy this video, man. I recorded one video earlier, like around 1:10. It's 1:30 a.m. right now. And it just cut off in the middle, so I can't post that no more. So this is our new first post of January 1st, or 2025, I should say. I'm tripping. I'm tired, bro. Chill on me. But yeah, though, let's get into it.
We all have dreams, right?
Facts.
One thing that pops back in our minds
your
every
dream?
time. Sometimes it feels so close, but other times, not so much. So this is me, a filmmaker from the Netherlands who's just chasing his dream. The dream was that I wanted to be a YouTuber, just like half of the world today. But every time I got close starting, that little voice of self-doubt held me back. Until one day, I realized something that changed everything. So now, my approach to this dream is completely different.
Let us know.
Today, I'm sharing exactly what flipped the switch for me.
What flipped the switch for me? First, I listened to the audiobook for Rich Dad Poor Dad. Go read that or listen to that. That did something to me. And then, it's this YouTuber called JJ Uncut. Shout out to him. I don't know, he just motivated me crazy to just do something I never done before, but I always wanted to do. And that's always been a YouTuber. So I started this channel and I just started posting what I do on the regular. Me watching YouTube. That's why I got so many videos. I do this on the regular. You feel me? So, but let me get back to this video. You want to know what he's gonna say.
Actually, starting with YouTube took me way longer than it should have. I spent so much time on overthinking and doubting myself. I really didn't have to do that. But it makes sense, because we as humans are so programmed to worry all the time what other people think about us.
Facts.
And many of us, me included, are so terrified to put ourselves truly out there. But honestly, putting yourself out there can feel really scary at first. But it can also be super freeing. It's like giving yourself permission to follow your heart and do what truly matters to you. Something maybe only you can bring into the world. Okay, so through one simple shift in my mindset, I was finally able to follow my own feelings and to start. And I really want to share with you what this mindset shift was exactly, but my story starts a little bit earlier, so I want to take you a little bit on a backstory. Are you ready? Like most kids, I was always creating stuff. Legos, dominoes, theme parks. I guess I was just a creative kid. But then I discovered video. Video was like the perfect mix of creativity and storytelling. I started with Lego stop-motion movies, did some stupid stuff with my friends, and after high school it evolved in capturing travel moments with these friends. I even tried some vlogging back in 2009. What started out as random fun projects with a friend turned into a full-blown creative video agency. Small jobs became bigger ones. But as things got bigger, I guess something changed. Okay, now don't get me wrong. Having an agency is really nice and I had a really good time, but there was something changing when we were starting to work with bigger brands, because bigger brands mean really different responsibilities. More people, more compromises. I always thought that working with bigger brands would mean greater opportunities, more budget, and more creative freedom. But it wasn't really true. I really had the feeling that I was drifting away from why I started in the first place. so something had to change. The dream felt unreachable, but I was craving to create, and YouTube felt like the perfect outlet for that passion. Let's do this. Just write a script. How hard can it be? That's a nice first sentence, I think. Or... Seriously, I think it doesn't matter if you're just starting out or you've been doing this for a while. Self-doubts will come, and your mind can totally take over. I guess I know this because this is not the first time that I've tried to start. And the problem is that the mind can be strong. You can't go from making ads for big companies to making YouTube videos. What will people think of you? What if they think you are weird? What if they don't like it? I think all these self-doubts translated in all these excuses I kept making. I'm too late, too old, I don't have enough skills. Gear, security. It completely numbed me. And the more excuses I made, the further away the dream of starting a channel got. But then something happened. This is where everything changed. For the first time, I let go of the dream of becoming a YouTuber, and suddenly I felt free. Life was good, at first, but there was one thing that kept showing up. Or actually, it was three things, because this three-letter question kept coming back. Letting go of the YouTube dream allowed me to finally step back and get a better understanding. Because why did I want this so much? At first, I assumed it was for the obvious reasons: success, building a big audience, and maybe making a living off my own content someday. A place where this would be my life, my job, and my success story. But when I stripped all of that away, I realized that wasn't it at all. The real reason was far simpler. I love creating. I love telling stories. That's what it's always been about. I wasn't chasing YouTube for fame or success. I was chasing it because it was a way to do what I loved. To share stories, to put ideas in the world. And to do it all in a way that aligned with my all-time passion, creating videos. And once I realized that, it felt like something heavy lifted off my shoulders. And I literally felt a shift happening in my mind. And suddenly it all made a lot more sense, because I really felt that I didn't need to reach a distant goal, a specific amount of subscribers, or I don't have to make money. I could just live that dream right now, because the process of the creating, that should be the dream, and not some goal that we set, not some outcome. And we know this from all these other successful creators, because they always tell us when they just started out, the beginning was always the best, when they still had space to experiment and try things and just enjoy the process. And still so many of us chase something without really asking why, myself included for a long time. But once I let go of the need for an outcome and I really focused on the why, the things suddenly really felt a lot lighter and clearer. And I just realized, wow, if I want to do this, if this is really my dream, I can start living this dream from tomorrow. So that's what I did. The next day, I sat down and started writing on the script. It wasn't easy. There were moments when the words wouldn't come, when I stared at a blank screen, doubting if I had anything worth saying. But I reminded myself why I was doing this: to create, to tell stories, and to connect. Every time I felt stuck, I came back to that thought, and that kept me going. Now, here we are. This video is the result of all those little moments, of the effort, the self-doubt, and the determination to keep going. Sure, it's not perfect, but it's something that I created. So, if you want to create, just start. You just have to experience the journey. That's what makes you a creator. Yes, okay, so let's talk about the journey for a bit, because when I started with this video, I thought it would take me 2 or 3 weeks. Instead, it took me over 2 months. Man, it was such a messy process. So, here's the thing. During the making of this video, I already realized I want to keep doing this. So, I decided to go all in on YouTube for 6 months. I don't know if that's crazy or brilliant or both, but I'm going to do it. Anyway, along the way, I recorded the process. I thought it would be fun. I recorded every struggle and all the things that I learned. So watching it back was actually super reflective for me. And it got me thinking, because all the things that I'm learning right now are already so valuable to me. And if they're valuable to me, they must be valuable to someone else. So I thought it would be cool to start a small newsletter. I think once a month I will send all my most important learnings and maybe even make a little bit more raw, unlisted YouTube videos about the process as well, because I've got all this footage left. And now you might think, yeah, you're an experienced filmmaker, but trust me, this whole creator game is something completely different than just creating videos. It would be really cool if you can learn from my process of starting this creator dream. And yeah, let's see what happens.
I'm just tired.
Let's finish the video. So, if you're someone who dreams of creating but feels stuck waiting for the perfect moment, I get it. I've been there for years. But here's the truth. The best time to start is now. Just take that first step, and then one step at a time, and let the process teach you. The sooner you do that, the sooner you will realize that the journey itself is the dream. And when you do this, you will find out that living your dream is really not easy, but it might just be worth it. And there's only one way to find out. And remember, don't take everything too seriously.
Make that leap, make that jump. Facts, you know what you need to do, gang. You know what you need to do. I thought this video was boring, y'all. We gonna be pumping out more like interactive type videos, like where I could talk a little bit more without pausing as much this year. And yeah, man, still gonna be chatting. I don't care. Still gonna be chatting. Still gonna be trying to motivate and inspire you to go do what you know you need to do. But other than that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go enjoy more videos on my channel, man. It's your boy P.O. and I'm going.